ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask.
The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway here in London. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. Successfully. Throwing on first is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now, Wentz again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you're trying to find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 26 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
A gain of 12.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
on 2nd down now. It's Ingram. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett. A gain of 2 on
from the gun on 3rd down. Jackson. Flushed out right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Intended for Nick Boyle.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a quick throw out left, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Ravens 3.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Jackson. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
His kick is...
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The keeper, Nickel Roby-Coleman on the tackle.
Now this time he'll look to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Flush to his right. He dumps it down to Ingram. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to drop this underneath to Ingram and tackle down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Intended for Mark Ingram.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
27-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
the Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. But he's got Snead. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
To throw again is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll go down at the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Calais Campbell on the stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
4-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards on the ground. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the...
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up.